These just dropped as of a couple hours ago. I just got on though, so I hadn't seen them. Vendetta official trailer for the new season, I'm guessing, and then season 20 developer blog. Sure, let's watch them. Walk in. Is that a new map? Am I crazy? New map? I'm guessing. Wait, hold on. Wait, the background's kind of. New stadium map, potentially? And Wu Yang and Stadium? I might have to move it somewhere else because I don't trust them. They look like Ilios maybe for Stadium?
There was peace. There was quiet. But a war is coming. And I will be victorious! Do you dare face the might of Vendetta?
Oh yeah, I guess Doom would have been in Stadium too from that beginning of the trailer, you're right.
Your defeat brings me closer to my goal.
That wouldn't have killed.
All of these battlefields will be mine.
So Wu Yang in Stadium,
Train all you want. It will
Doom
not
in
change
Stadium.
your fate.
I just see an uppercut.
Lighten up, mortal.
Wait, isn't this? Wait, is this a myth? Oh, it's a mythic skin for Cassidy. I was gonna say. No way, you got another mythic weapon.
Be careful what you wish for.
I mean, looks okay. Nothing insane in there though. Oh, new Christmas skins. Oh. It's one hell of a Vendetta skin. All right, nice. All right, lock in dev video.
We're so excited to finally have a chance to talk to you about Vendetta.
So excited. We've seen the hype for her in the community ever since her first teaser launched in the game back in season 16, and we know she won't disappoint.
For those who haven't yet seen her hero trailer, here's what you need to know. Vendetta is the daughter of Antonio Bartolotti, an infamous arms dealer and former leader of Talon who was assassinated.
Is this gonna be all stuff that we already kind of already know?
Death, Vendetta was pushed out of Talon and denied the council seat she was set to inherit. With nothing left but the flame of her ambition, Vendetta became a combatant in Rome's Colosseo. There, she fought as La Lupa della Ritorsione, or the Wolf of Retribution, and earned the title of Colosseo champion. At the same time, she played the political game, gaining power and influence as she became a key player in Europe's social elite. Now, a decade after she lost everything, Vendetta is back with a vengeance. She's cunning, ruthless, and here not just to reclaim her birthright, but build her own unforgettable empire.
Vendetta's not just here to change the world, but the game too. She's our first full melee DPS. Torgrim's Hammer doesn't count.
What about Doomfist? Does that count?
And a real threat to your backline. If you didn't get a chance to play her explosive gameplay over the trial weekend, you're in for a real treat. She's fast and powerful and has a really big sword that makes fatal combos that can change the tide of battle in an instant.
All right, so I played a bunch of her actually. I'm not gonna probably do like a full thoughts video, so I'll just jam that in here. I played probably like 20. No, 20 is probably a bit much. I probably played at least 10-15 hours, give or take, through customs and quick play and stuff like that. I think she's gonna be an insanely high skill cap hero that most players are not gonna get to play beyond the first season, because she's probably gonna be busted when she releases, and then everyone's gonna call for nerfs within the first month, so they're gonna have to scale her back, and then it'll become more of a niche hero where the average player will probably feed on the character more, and the stats will reflect that they don't look very good, as opposed to playing other characters that look like stat patterns, and it'll just make people not want to play the hero as much because they don't want to get screamed at by their teammates, unfortunately. That said, though, on the higher level, I think the character's going to be insane. It's probably going to be super fun, probably one of the most fun to watch. But also, I couldn't help but feel like something was missing. It felt like something was missing. I don't know what it was. I don't know if it was because the shift felt kind of underwhelming or what. But other than the overhead swings and then like the text people have figured out to basically like overhead slam multiple times in a row by doing like some extremely niche like tech you can do to get like chain multiple overhead effects, which I would assume that's a bug. They'll probably get rid of that eventually. I will say she was fun, But part of me is also still really sad that there was no tank, you know? But yeah, I wish we had more tanks. I think going a year plus without a tank is kind of unacceptable for a modern game that is a modern full live service game. I don't think the Overwatch dev team is so incompetent that they can't put out more heroes a year than they currently do. There's only 3 a year. And fun fact, that's the same amount as 2016. It literally is the same amount. You can go look it up. And 2016 was not when they were a full live service game. It was a full price game that got updates and then eventually realized it was an amazing game, so it started getting more updates. I think it's one of those things that just like, I think tank players are extremely in the minority. Everybody knows this, and that's why like 5v5 I think is a lot of like a big dislike a lot among older players, especially tank players. I think like I played 6v6 last time I played Overwatch a bunch. And I found all the old tank players. They're literally all queuing 6v6. I'm not joking. I had like 4 or 5, 6 games in a row with multiple. We're talking 4+ tank players, and I know they're the minority. And I know that the new gen of Overwatch has also moved on, and like they don't give a shit about anyone besides themselves in their own role. Because like I don't know what's happened in that department. But regardless, though, it's just kind of annoying. You know, it's just kind of bullshit. I think if you like playing tank, Overwatch just kind of feels kind of ass. I think if you play the other 2 roles, it's an amazing game. And I think Vendetta is a great example of that.
When working on a new hero, one of the things
great hero
throughout development is
but also one of those moments of, man, what could have been?
What makes them stand out from the rest of the cast, which we call the hero fantasy. Part of Vendetta's hero fantasy, or I guess villain fantasy in this case, is that she's a modern-day gladiator with a unique...
Rivals also sucks for tanks. I did not mention Rivals at all. I disagree with you, by the way, but I did not mention Rivals at all. So I don't think the knee-jerk reaction should be Rivals is worse. If that is your knee-jerk reaction, then we have a philosophical difference.
Weapon, a strong fighter that likes to aggressively get up close and personal in an unconventional way.
Vendetta's primary fire is the same iconic hard-light greatsword she uses to strike down her enemies in the Coliseo, the Palatina Fang. This sword holds an immense amount of power that is unleashed in the heat of battle. Her attacks are relentless. She starts with a set of 2 swings back and forth, finishing the quick combo with an overhead slash that deals critical damage. That last hit is trickier to land with its narrower width, but it has an extended range to make up for it. Her secondary ability, Warding Stance, is resource-based, similar to Spike Guard. You can either use that resource defensively to reduce incoming damage and deflect melee attacks, or offensively by firing a wide...
How long do you think it'll be until people start saying this is block slop?
Are a great way to ramp up her passive ability, Onslaught. With Onslaught, Vendetta's attack and movement speed will increase as she lands consecutive hits.
And speaking of speed, Vendetta is highly mobile. With her whirlwind dash, she rushes forward into a circular slash, which is great for hitting groups.
All right, this is all stuff we kind of already know.
Down low health targets. I'm
gonna skip ahead. This is literally just going over a kit.
Enemies in that elegant but deadly with huge importance for us. It shouldn't feel like isolated actions one after another, but as if she swings her blade on the ground in one moment, and then the next she's flying in the air, ready to slice straight down. Combos, combos, combos.
Yeah, you missed the Puggy Advent calendar earlier.
That all comes together for her ultimate, Sundering Blade, in the captured defenses.
3 stages you can charge. Vendetta's combos you all
feel dangerous when you play as her and inhabit the immense strength and fury that burns within Vendetta. All that perfectly reflects her narrative, which is a dark tale of retribution and an ambitious quest for power. Her conviction and story are designed to help move Overwatch forward in the most violent way possible, shepherding us into something new and exciting.
Move Overwatch forward is a very interesting way to word that.
Vendetta's fury for yourself. Until then, ready yourselves for war.
It being December, we're excited to bring the gift of Winter Wonderland back to Overwatch. This year, alongside our usual winter modes, we'll also include a special winter-themed Mischief and Magic, and the new Mischief and Magic Wonderland, taking place on the snowy streets of Kings Row. One team will hide as props on the map while the other seeks them out. But this year also brings a new twisted version to the mode. The props will be able to go on the offensive in Mischief and Magic Wonderland. Throughout this year's Winter Wonderland, you'll have the chance to earn loot boxes and special holiday-themed cosmetics. In the spirit of the holidays, you can also earn special cookies upon completing winter and daily challenges. Cookies can then be gifted to our 3 winter spirits for special rewards. Beyond Winter Wonderland, the systems design team has been working on something really...
So wait, is there going to be another... Did they make another Mischief and Magic map, or is it just reskin the other one to make it holiday themed? It looks like it's just reskinned, right?
Daily challenges. Cookies can then be gifted to our 3 winter spirits.
That was one of my favorite game modes. I wish they did more with it.
The systems design team has been working on something really cool.
It's King's Row new? Wait, is it King's Row? Sorry, I saw the spawn room of Blizzard World.
In the spirit of the holidays.
And then out here, when they were talking about it. Where did you guys see it's King's Row? Is it later? Did they say it was on King's Row? Did I miss it? My bad.
Modes will also include a special winter-themed Mischief and Magic, and the new Mischief and Magic Wonderland, taking place on the snowy streets of King's Row.
Oh, I missed that part. My bad. I would. You know what it was when I went back a couple seconds. I was reading the resub guy that was named Guna Snow, and I got thrown off. My bad.
The props will be able to go on the offensive in Mischief and Magic Wonderland. Throughout this year's Winter Wonderland, you'll have the chance to earn loot boxes and special holiday-themed cosmetics. In the spirit of the holidays, you can also earn special cookies upon completing winter and daily challenges. Cookies can then be gifted to our 3 winter spirits for special rewards. Beyond Winter Wonderland, the systems design team has been working on something really cool for those.
Okay, now he knows it's in the closet.
We're introducing a big update to our top 500 leaderboards, now known as the Challengers tier. We want top 500 to feel like a season-long race between the very best, so tear down your tents, ladder camping is dead. Wins now award Challengers.
Really? They actually... Okay, let's see what it goes.
Score based on your rank, and the leaderboard itself will be ordered by score. Approved Challenger tier players will be able to link to their social channels. We'll be starting small with this aspect of the feature in Season 20, but expect to see us expanding to more players.
Wait. What? Hang on. Are we back to numbers with extra steps, or am I crazy? 1, that's cool though. They're going back to numbers in a certain way. 2, you can link your YouTube and Twitch now to your account. It will say you're streaming while you play.
Future seasons. Also, invitations to esports events on Faceit can now be part of the rewards you receive. Approved Challenger tier players will be able to link to their social channels. We'll be starting small with this aspect of the feature in Season 20, but expect to see us expanding to more players in future seasons. Also, invitations to esports events on Faceit can now be part of the rewards you receive alongside your titles and weapon charms, so dominating the ladder can help you get noticed by the world's best teams. This feature arrives for Stadium with the launch of Season 20, meaning that Stadium players will be able to get all of the core game's top 500 benefits for the first time. And lastly, while I work on events
what was that last one?
By the world's best teams. This feature arrives for Stadium with the launch of Season 20, meaning that Stadium players will be able to get all of the core game's top 500 benefits for the first time.
Stadium players get all the core benefits for the first time? Huh.
And lastly, while I work on events, I have to take a few moments to rave about the Season 20 Mythic skins. When the season launches, the new hero skin is going to Cassidy, the Divine Desperado. While Orissa's weapon is being charged.
Wait, Type 500 hadn't been out for Stadium yet? I thought that came out a while ago.
Up with their new capsule cannon. And at mid-season,
alright, I like the Orisa skin, and Cass skin's kind of meh, but the Orisa skin's cool.
Magma Titan Doomfist.
Speaking of Doomfist, we're ready to slam down some big Stadium updates for Season 20. First up, this season brings pain from above as Doomfist joins the...
I feel like Doomfist getting added is going to be nights for a lot of people.
I'm not going to waste any time. I know what you've all came for. Are you ready? Rising Uppercut is back. I hope you all remember your combos. Doomfist is about to be...
Oh yeah, this is gonna send a lot of people off the edge, I think. I think that's the point though of Stadium. Stadium's supposed to be like more of a fun...
Even more
Wait, he looks kind of small. Wait, am I crazy? Or does he look kind of small?
Disruptive. Though if burst damage and aerial tricks are more your style, maybe you should go for the Seismic Slam Wham, which deals more damage the longer you're in the air.
Am I crazy?
And did I say Doomfist? More like Healfest, with a support build that grants healing and overhealth to your teammates. But if you're looking for an actual support this season, then Wu Yang is here to wash those worries away. Power up your Guardian Wave with
Wu Yang
Tidal
will be
Save,
cool.
Storm Surge, and Ebb and Flow for more heals and watery tricks. Prefer to go on the offensive with Rushing Torrent? Then I hope you're prepared to slip into your flow state, ready your Wave Lance, and ride the Undertow. This season, everyone's favorite cowboy is getting reworked. We wanted to broaden Cassidy's build horizons and create new powers and items for his crit, fan the hammer, flashbang, and ult focus builds. Shoot your enemies dead with the new
Enemies below 30% health are their heads marked. Marked heads are larger, and critical hits on marked enemies have 50% weapon lifesteal.
version of Dead Man Walkin'. Or maybe go buck wild on Fan the Hammer and lay your enemies low with a full house. On the ability side, Magnetic Grenade is back, giving you even more range to disrupt those pesky divers. We've
Magnetic Grenade is
also
back.
condensed Cassidy's high noon powers so it can be that special time all the time. To close things off, Stadium will see the introduction of an all-new control map.
Wait, this is a nice looking map.
We're also introducing a new gameplay update. We've noticed some matches snowballing unfairly when one team is able to spawn camp the other. To fix this, we're deploying anti-spawn camping turrets to every Stadium map. These should provide extra cover and time, respawning heroes to make it back to the fight. Jump in when Season 20 launches on December 9th.
This is the first season of Overwatch in a very long time where I feel like I might have lost touch. Like I'm very confused by a lot of these updates. I'm very confused. Other than the top 500 one. The top 500 one looks weak. Like the ranked leaderboard, that's a good change. That's a you can tell they listen to some smart people. The rest is just kind of all over the place a little bit. What I mean by that is half of it's Vendetta, which fair. I already gave my thoughts on Vendetta. Stadium is interesting because I think Doomfist is probably gonna be one of those heroes that's extremely frustrating to play against, and not being able to swap for players is gonna drive them insane. The reworked quote-unquote stuff to Cass, we'll have to see how it looks, because like Cass has basically just been weapon power Andy, and then you just pocket Cass and he just rolls the whole lobby. I think that made it for a lot of people just not very fun, and like I think that's one of the reasons I stopped playing Stadium, was like it's just always the same min-max build of either just like all weapon power, all survival, depending on what hero you're playing. It's just kind of boring. People have been holding games hostage by not capping points and spawn camping teams. What? It's gotten that bad? I personally never seen it. So I can't speak on that. I really don't like surrender buttons in games, but if it's that bad, like genuinely that bad, maybe Stadium needs a surrender button. I hate surrender buttons in games, and I've made that a fact. But like, what you're telling me is true, is that the spawn camping is genuinely that bad, that like I'd rather there be a system that basically just is like, hey, you know, you're getting spawn camped. Do you want to end the game? You know, I don't know if that'd be better, but spawn turrets is, I don't know. It just feels weird. Interesting. All right, well, there's all your changes for season 20. Season 20. Cool.